Hope you guys are doing well. So in this video, I'm gonna talk about the Civil 3D 2025, and I will describe all the features and all the tools which we can use in Civil 3D. And so let's start. So first of all, I need to open Civil 3D from here, but I have already opened. So let's open it. So here we can see this is a Civil 3D and this is the tool panel which we use most of the time to do the drawings. So and this is the topographic data which we use to draw the surface or to make the roads or whatever we want. So let's start. So this is the home panel which we can see in the home panel. Sorry, I cannot show you the home panel. Let me check if I can show you. Yes, I think I can show you. Yeah, like that. So right now we can see this is the home panel where this is the tool space which we can click like that, and then we see these all options like this is a prospector, settings, survey and toolbox, and we have all data here. Like this is the point data which this data we can see here, and this is the surface one and the alignment. We can see the everything we here which we will do here. Like if we draw the surface here, then we can see the surface in this menu, and if we do the alignment, we can see the alignment here. If we do the corridor here, then we can see the corridor here. Everything what we will do in this video we can see here. So this is the good way to check all the things which we have done, and if we want to make any edit, so we can go here and we can make the edit. So let's start with the point. So we have point option here which we use to create new point, like for the alignment, for the surface, whatever. If we want to create the point, so we can choose this option. And then we have the second option, the surface. So when we are supposed to create the surface, that time we need to choose option from here, the create surface. It depends like what data we have. According to that we create the surface, but most of the time we used to have the survey data and we create surface here. From here create surface, and then we used to get the option here, like we have created this survey, and later we have to add the all the points in the surface data, and then we can be able to see the surface actual. So I will make another videos in which I will show you how to do a how to create a surface completely, but this is the introduction. And we use this option as well, parcel. Whenever we are doing the parcel, we use this option parcel. This is the feature line which is very important. Most of the time we use this feature line. And this is the tool, the grading tool, which I can show you, grading creation tool. When we click this one, so we get this box. Most of the time you will see this box for the alignment, for the profiles, for the grading. It looks similar. So this is also one of the tool which we use, and this is the alignment tool which we use to create the alignment for the road. So we have few options here, like alignment creation tool. I will show you. First of all we need to create the alignment, then it works, but I will show you. Yeah, so this is the alignment, create best fit alignment. And if we want to create a alignment from the object, for example, if we have a polyline, we can create alignment from the polyline by selecting that polyline. And if we have the corridor, we can create the alignment from the corridor. So we have these options, but most of the time it's good to use this tool because it gives more features as compared to choosing any polyline or other line or the corridor. Now we have one option here, the profile one. which we use to create the surface profile, and same we have a creation tool here and best fit profile. In that one we used to draw the finished ground profiles. Now we have a corridor option here. This is the tool which we use to create the corridor for the road surface. And here we can draw the intersection, create roundabout, and these are the few options which we regularly use. And this is the assembly tool which we use to create the assembly. So for creating the corridor we always need the assembly. So that time we need to use the assembly toolbar to create the assemblies. And for that, first of all we need to create the assembly name, and then later we use to have this tool which we say this one, tool palette. So if we go here we can see all the assemblies, like this is basic assemblies, these ones, this is one also option. So I will just give you the introduction. So say corridor, daylight, all the curves are here, the shoulders are here, if we see the lanes are here. So we have few assemblies as well which we can directly pick and we can bring them here. So let's move now. So right now we have a tool pipe network which we use to create the storm pipe or sewer pipe, which is very easy. And this tool is very interesting, like when you will use this one, like it looks very good. And right now these tools we have to draw the views, like profile views, and this is a sample lines. Like when we want to make section views, that time we need to work with the tools. And these options, line, arc and circle, they are similar like with the AutoCAD which we use normally in 2D and 3D. And we have few options here like move, copy, stretch, rotation, trim, fillet. These commands, they are quite similar as the 2024 AutoCAD, but we have few other commands like in Civil 3D which we use to move 3D object. So for that, some of the commands are the same one, but we need to put 3D move, 3D copy, something like that. They work, so we can use those one. And here we have the layer properties tool, this one, where we have all the layers in Civil 3D. It is similar to the CAD, and this is the option which we can use the match property. Like if we want to make the same properties of one line to the another line, so we can use this one. And now we will go to the another toolbar here, insert. So these are a lot of tools which we use very rarely. So this one, if we want to import any file, so we use this one. And if we have a land XML file, so we use this one. So I can show you here. So you can see here, if we have any data, storm data and survey data, we can import data in our file. And most of the time we use this one. When we have the topographic data, topographic survey points, we bring by this tool. So I will not talk about this one because they are very rare to use. But this one, this is the insert option. We can see also in AutoCAD insert option, it works same like that. And if we want to attach anything, we have this one attach option here, and then go to annotate. So here we have these two other options as compared to the AutoCAD. So the add label is the annotation which we most of the time we use. So it gives bunch of options. Like if we are doing labeling in the surface, so we go like that. So add surface, slope, elevation, we can add the single contour and multiple, like all the labels we can add. And if we have any figure, we can add label as well for the figure, like single segment, multiple segment. And when we have a parcel and we want to show their dimensioning or all the labels, we can create from here. This is for the feature line, and this is for the alignment. So most of the time we use these options like station offset and station offset fixed to check the elevation, like from what elevation and to what elevation we are going through, and we are creating the road. So like that same that time, like we use these options. So these are the options to edit the labels as well. And this is for the pipe network. We can see these labels, and this is the pressure network. We can see here this is the profile one, and we can click here as well like that, and we will get this option. And then we can say, like, for example, alignment and what type of tool we want to use, fixed point, then say okay, and then done. Then we can work on it. So right now we will move to the tables. So we can see table here. So this is the table. Like, we use table, this tool, whenever we have a lot of the labels and we want to see them in a proper way, or we want to show them in the proper way. That time we use this thing. So it is very helpful, and this works, this multi-line text, it works same like the AutoCAD. And we have these are the same things, like we can create the style, we can work with them, and everything is good. So here this is the dimensioning which we can use, and we can create the style as well, same as the AutoCAD. So this is quite similar. I don't think like I need to should describe it more. So modify. So in the modify tab we have few options which we can see as well in the home tag here. So they are quite same. So in the analyze, so we have these options. I don't think we use much them, so we don't need to know much things, but you guys can look these things. Sometimes we use these things to check the volume or to create the table. So these are the few tools which we can use to stay storage, launch express, launch storm saver. So I think these are the most of the tools which we use. And I will show you one more thing. We have express tool here which is very useful. So sometimes we need to check the properties or the layers properties of any line or any object or element. So that time we used to check like that. List property, we need to select this one, and then we can select the block or X reference file, and it will give you the all detail. So I think these are the few tools which we use in Civil 3D, and I think this video will be very helpful to know about the Civil 3D. And I appreciate your time and thank you very much. So see you in next video.